It's July 19, 2022. I'm Todd Dunn, and today I'm at the Great Harbor Marina because I want to talk about getting out on the water when you visit Acadia National Park. So what I'm going to do today is talk about some of the options for getting out on the water here in Southwest Harbor, Maine. Now, there are a number of options here in Southwest Harbor to get out on the water, and what we're going to do today is just look at some of the boats, not all of them because some of them are out now, but we'll look at the ones that are around, and I'll talk about the companies that run them. And all the companies I mentioned, I'm going to put a link in the description for their website. So let's get started. The first company I want to talk about is Sailcadia. Now, Sailcadia has 3 boats this year that they are operating. 2 of them out of Southwest Harbor here from the Great Harbor Marina, and 1 out of Northeast Harbor, but we're only going to talk about the 2 out of Southwest Harbor. The first boat is right here. This is the Elizabeth T, and it is a wooden lobster boat, and this boat is used to run tours of the Great Harbor, and they are rigged up to haul lobster traps. You can see the trap floats up there on the VHF antenna. This boat will go out and they will haul a lobster trap and explain the procedure and the details of lobster fishing, and then they will cruise around the harbor and show you the sights. And I looked at their website, and they can carry up to about 15 passengers on this boat, and it costs $49 a person. And it's a nice cruise, and again, this is run by Sail. And there goes Elizabeth T out with a load of passengers to tour the Great Harbor here on Mount Desert Island. This is Sailcadia's other boat here in Southwest Harbor. This is the Alice E. She's an 1899 vintage friendship sloop that Sailcadia takes up to 6 passengers out on 3 times a day, 7 days a week. And conveniently, Carl Bruner, the owner of Sailcadia, happens to be right here. So we'll ask him to tell us a little bit about the boat and about Sailcadia.
Hi everybody. Yeah, Alice E was built back in 1899, and she's a working friendship sloop that is named after Friendship, Maine. That's where the style comes from. Back in that early 1900 time period, this was a typical workboat of the mid-Maine coast. And famously, they would haul lobster traps under sail on a boat just like this. And no engine, of course, so it was built to be a boat that could be single-handed relatively easily, although I'm sure hauling traps wasn't an easy thing. Hard work. And so we, given that she's broad, broad in the beam and safe and comfortable sailing boat with a boom that sits quite high, a big cockpit, which would have been good for workspace. Nowadays, that makes for a great boat to go day sailing on. And we're pretty lucky to operate here in Great Harbor, near Southwest Harbor and Northeast Harbor. We actually have two boats like this. And the Great Harbor is a flat water protected by the Cranberry Islands, and it's especially today, we have a really good breeze and smooth water, and it makes for perfect sailing conditions most of the time.
Yeah. So the other boat is the Linda, isn't it? It's a newer boat.
Correct. Yeah, newer, built in 1968. Alice E was actually rebuilt in 84, so most of Linda's actually older than Alice. But
yeah, Linda's fiberglass, isn't it?
She's not. She's wood.
She's wood? I thought she was fiberglass.
Mahogany over oak, wooden boat.
Yeah, so all wooden boats.
Yes. Yep, that's what we like, I guess.
Yeah. So anyway, Carl has to get ready for his next group, who should be here momentarily, and he's gonna take them out for another sail around the Great Harbor of Mount Desert Island, Maine.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
See you on the water.
Well, Carl Bruner's just getting ready to take the next group of tourists out on the Alice E, and he's just finished untying the boat, and he's going to back out. And when he does that, he's going to do his traditional signal to let people know he's coming out as he blows his conch horn. And there he goes with another group of tourists to experience sailing on the great harbor of Mount Desert Island in an 1899 Friendship sloop. The next company I want to talk about is Acadia Yacht Charters. They have two boats that they operate out of the Great Harbor Marina here in Southwest Harbor, Maine. This is one of them, the Vera Lee. Both boats are wooden boats, and this one is a Bunker and Ellis, which is a locally built boat built here in Southwest Harbor. It's a historical sort of boat. These are beautiful lobster yachts, kind of the quintessential lobster yacht in the down east style for around here. And this company does captained cruises. They'll take you out for a half day, a full day, or a sunset cruise, just whatever you want. And on these beautiful boats that are very traditional. And we'll walk down and see if the other boat that they have is here. This is Acadia Yacht Charter's other boat. This is the Andromeda. It's also a locally built wooden boat. This is a Rich Brothers build from Bass Harbor Marine. And again, they run half day, day, and sunset cruises with this boat and a captain running the boat. So this is a much smaller boat, but just another type of boat here from the 50s, early 60s boat building style here on Mount Desert Island, Maine. So this particular company provides a nice day charter experience catered to just what you want to do. They'll go wherever you want. They are a little bit pricey, and they're also a relatively new company here, in that I haven't seen them before this year. And they've done a wonderful job, though, of getting both of these old wooden boats fixed up into Bristol condition. The next company you can head out on the water with from here in Southwest Harbor is Acadia Lobster Cruises. And this is their boat. It's the Seven Bells. It's a 1967 wooden lobster boat built in Beals Island, Maine. And Jason Clark, the captain and owner, takes the boat out twice a day and cruises around the Great Harbor here. And while you're out on the cruise with Jason, he will haul a couple lobster traps and tell you anything you want to know about lobstering, because he used to be a lobsterman. He's settled into a more relaxed lifestyle now. And the other thing that he does, I'll walk over and show you a different view of the boat. Once you've had a tour of the harbor and you've seen how lobster traps are hauled, Jason ties up to a mooring out in the scenic part of the harbor and cooks you a lobster dinner on the boat and serves it right there on that table in the back. And that makes for a very nice tour of the Great Harbor of Mount Desert Island. Another way to get out on the water is to take the ferry over to the Cranberry Islands. And this is the Cranberry Islands ferry right here. It leaves from Beals Lobster Pier right here, where you can grab lunch and then walk down and get on the ferry. And it'll take you out to either or both of the Cranberry Islands. It also picks up passengers over on the other side of the harbor on the Mansell shore. And this is a very economical way to get out on the water for a little while and to go out to the Cranberries, which are quite interesting and pleasant places to visit, and have a nice walk around the island. And the last company that I want to talk about that can take you out on the water is Ambergris Sailing. They run that black schooner right there. They take up to 6 passengers out for anything from a 2-hour cruise to a full day. And they're brand new. They just started taking passengers a few weeks ago, and it's run by Captain Patrick, who has owned that boat for a number of years and has been fixing it up every year. So that is an interesting way to get out on the water on a nice 3-masted schooner. Not something you're going to find very often around here, and particularly on Patrick's boat, you can do as little or as much in terms of participating in sailing the boat as you would like. Okay, and I'll put the link to his website in the description. And right here is Mansell Boat Rentals. They have several small sailboats up to about 25 feet that they rent out only to, if you will, qualified people. And they're right over here on the Mansell shore of Southwest Harbor, right next to the Hinkley Yacht Company. And so if you know how to sail, you can rent a sailboat there for the afternoon. And the final place that you can get out on the water here in Southwest Harbor is Mansell Yacht Services. You see it there, it says Powerboat Rentals. They rent 19 to 21 foot powerboats that you can rent for the afternoon or for the day and cruise around the Great Harbor on your own, no captain. Okay, that sums up most of the ways that you can get out on the water when you're visiting Mount Desert Island here from Southwest Harbor. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and maybe even consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching.